Thinking about going freelance as a quantity surveyor? It's exciting, more freedom, more choice, and often more money. But let's be honest, it's also a big step. To make the leap successfully, you'll need more than technical skills. You'll need a plan. Here's your free Freelance Quantity Surveyor Checklist. This guide is for general information only. It's not legal, financial, or professional advice. We can't take responsibility for any decisions made based on this. Always seek advice that's tailored to your situation. Okay, number 1, update your CV and LinkedIn. Highlight your project experience and contract knowledge. Are you more prominent in JCT, NEC, housing, or infrastructure? Number 2, keep your professional memberships active. RICS, CIOB, ICES, clients trust these badges. Number 3, stay on top of your CPD. Look at contracts, sustainability, procurement, contract law. You need to keep sharp. You already know this, but if you go onto metroun.co.uk, we have over 55 hours of QS-specific CPD. Number 4, build a portfolio. Have examples of cost plans, valuations, or final accounts ready to share. Okay, now we're looking at business setup. Choose your structure. Are you a sole trader, limited company, or umbrella company? Next, are you registered with a HMRC? And think about VAT. It's mandatory once you hit over £90,000 per year. Open a business bank account and keep work money separate from your personal money. Get insurance, at minimum, professional indemnity, and add public or employer's liability if you need them. And prepare your contracts and terms. You don't want to be caught off guard when a client asks. Next, we'll look at financial planning. Set your rate. Research the market. Freelance QS rates can range anywhere from £300 to £1,000 based on area and seniority. Budget for downtime. Build a buffer for unpaid weeks. You're no longer going to get paid for annual leave or sickness. This is probably the biggest advice, but get a good accountant. This could be the difference between paying a ridiculous amount in tax compared to paying your fair portion. Next, plan ahead for tax, pensions, holidays, and sick days. Remember, no employer is covering these for you. Now we look at marketing and networking. Number 1, decide on your brand, your name, or your company name. Number 2, build a simple website, just enough to showcase your services and contact details. Number 3, optimize your LinkedIn with keywords like Freelance Quantity Surveyor or NEC contracts. Number 4, register with specialist agencies. They can keep contracts flowing. And of course, reach out to your network. Ex-colleagues, contractors, project managers, let people know you're available. Okay, let's look at tools and resources. Number 1, equip yourself properly. A reliable laptop, dual monitors, a portable kit for site visits. Number 2, look at software. You need Excel, but Cato, Costex, Bluebeam, that depends on your niche. Number 3, use secure cloud storage. Look at OneDrive or Dropbox or Google Drive. Number 4, build your own templates. Use your experience to build CVRs, bill of quants, variation logs, cash flows. And finally, set up a professional email. A Hotmail account just won't cut it anymore. Okay, on to compliance and risk. Number 1, understand IR35. Are you inside or are you outside? This really matters. Number 2, handle client data responsibly. GDPR rules still apply. Number 3, don't forget about health and safety. CDM regulations and site obligations apply, even if you're a freelancer. And number 4, keep good records. Timesheets, invoices, expenses, correspondence, it's all really important. And finally, we're on lifestyle and workflow. Number 1, decide how you'll work. Will you be site-based, hybrid, or from home? Number 2, if it is home, invest in ergonomics, a standing desk, a proper chair, dual screens. Number 3 is setting boundaries. Freelancing can easily become a 60-hour week if you're not careful. And number 4, make space for downtime. The whole point of freelancing is more freedom, not less. Freelancing as a quantity surveyor isn't just changing jobs. It is really running a business. With this checklist, you can make the moves with confidence. Tick off each step, prepare properly, and you'll be ready to build a successful freelance QS career.